Alright, back again, Luke here. And today we've got out the old Super Famicom, and I figured we could put in this game here. Tengai Makyo ZERO, or Far East of Eden ZERO. So, let's pop this in and play some of that. Now this is a fantastic, really awesome kind of sleeper game that maybe many people don't know about because it wasn't released outside of Japan. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on in this game, and there's a lot of back explanation that needs to be done, so aside from just regular gameplay, what I'll do is I'll try and tell some of the information about this game, which makes it so special. I already put up a separate video on the intro, because the introduction is about 5 minutes long, so I figured we could do this one in more detail, give you guys a little bit of a look at the game, and then just go from there. So with the game here is our intro. We're going to go and try and start it up. At the beginning it will ask you to choose a file, so which file would you like? You'll notice in this game, right at the very beginning, the highest date that it says is 2014. So you might be asking yourself, well, was the last time you played this 2014? And the answer to that is no. Now, with this game, one thing that makes this game extremely special is the fact that it uses a real-time timekeeper system. And for those of you who don't know about the real-time timekeeper system, it has a battery, and the battery keeps in check with the date, whatever the date the system is set to. So, in this case here, the system's set to 2004, and the game's set to 2004. Which, you might be asking yourself, so why 2014? You might be thinking, why 2014? Another thing that people don't know about this game is that it has a maximum date set limit of 2014. And it won't go past 2014. So that means that you can change the month and you can change the day, but the highest it'll go is 2014. When this game was released, it was released in 1995, so they didn't really think, I don't think they thought that far in advance. They only thought till 2014. The other thing about this game is it works on a PLGS system, which means, or a PGLS system. It's a personalized personalized live gaming system. And what that means is at the beginning of the game, when you choose your game for the first time, it will ask you what your birthday is, and you'll put in your birthday, the year, the month, and the day. And special things will happen in this game. It's tied directly to real-life time, aside from the fact that it's 2016 now. And here's where they'll explain a little bit more about it. This is your personalized live gaming system. And what that means is that throughout the game, if in reality, like right now, let's say it's in February and there's a festival going on here in Japan, in this country of Japan, feudal Japan, it will have a festival as well. It'll have the same or similar kind of festival going on at that time. So it's tied to real life in that aspect, which is really cool. So, as long as your time and everything, the month is exact, it will have that as the real event in the game. Well, there are many different things to do in the game. You don't have to go to each one of the festivals, but it will take literally 1 year to see all of the different festivals throughout the game, just because it's set on that clock system. A lot of explanation here, but stay with me, guys. This is Higan, our main character. Higan is loved by all the people, especially all the girls around here in the town. Higan is supposedly like a 12-year-old boy, and his mission is to become the fire-wielding master, the fire hero, the fire lord, whatnot. Background to this game is that Higan and his friends here went to try and defeat, basically they wanted to try and defeat their uncle, I think it was his uncle, to try and see if he could get the power of being the fire hero. And the reason why he needs to become the fire hero is because at the beginning of this game, there is a king, a new king, and there is an evil prince, and the evil prince wants to gain power of the land. So what he does is he kind of gruesomely kills the king at the beginning, and he releases a demon that is behind bars at the gate, which you probably saw in the beginning. If you watched the video that I put up of the intro, you could see that as well. And he releases the demon takes hold of him, and he basically unleashes demon henchmen, or demons, all throughout the 6 kingdoms of the land. And it's your job to go and try and stop these demons, and to stop him. Along the way, you'll meet different characters, and you'll meet different people. Like I said, these are his friends right now, and everybody's telling him to go back into the cave here, and to try and defeat his, like, what I believe is his uncle, to try and get the power. His uncle, or like one of the elderly wise men of the village, to get the power to become the fire-wielding hero. Now, he tried once at the beginning of the game, but he failed miserably. And, yeah, he's going back for more. His grandfather told him to go back for more. So, let's zoom out just a little bit, so you can see a bit more what's going on here. The graphic style has a bit of a Phantasy Star look to it. You have different options that you can choose from. You have your basic attack, a special move, you can use an item or a weapon, and this is where you can use one of the items that you have. Where is it? Like one of the items that you have available if you get hurt or something. Let's see. Special moves, we'll use this. This is kind of an overkill, but there are many special moves in the game. And your 2 friends here, they're a bit weak. They don't really help you out very much, and wouldn't even call them friends. You'll find out here later in the game as we play a little bit more. I'll try and rush through this as quickly as possible, and try and give you guys as much information as I can while we play it, just because it is a hard game to explain and give a rundown on without going into long detail over, you know, an hour or so. So... But throughout these caverns here, you'll find different items. You'll notice the gameplay here looks a little bit like Suikoden, or the Secret of Mana series. Basically like any other ones, like Chrono Trigger, etc. Final Fantasy III. Here we got some manju, which is some sweets here to refill health if he gets hurt. Sometimes you can get special attacks, or you can get bonuses for... We got 2 of our characters at level 5. But you can get special attacks like critical hits and such. But the game is really awesome. What makes it awesome, besides the points that I told you at the beginning, it does have some aspects similar to other games. Like it has a real in-game pet that you can have. The problem with that is it's similar to Tamagotchi in the fact that if you don't feed your pet, because this game is based off of real life, if you turn the game off for an hour, it increases, or it goes 1 hour into the game. So it's constantly changing. The date is always changing. So if you don't play it for a long time, the game will actually, you know, there'll be 3 months or 2 weeks or a couple days, a couple hours that pass in the game, in real game. So if you get a pet in this game and you don't feed it daily, the pet will die. So it's got some irritating points to it. But really cool as far as the gameplay goes. This is one of those games that was supposed to be translated. It hasn't had a full English translation as of yet, as I'm aware, which makes this a Japanese-only game, which makes it quite unique. There are a lot of different Japanese-only RPGs that are out there, but this one, it really intertwines a lot of awesomeness into it. As far as the playability, the customized gaming experience, the real-life festivals, the real-life time events that happen in the game, the Phantasy Star fighting system, just everything has just got a really unique feel to it, so it's a bit of a shame that it was only released in Japan. Here's a bit more of our storyline, kind of succeeding. This is where one of our good friends, Higan's good friends, decides that he's not strong enough to go into try and get try to become the fire hero. So he goes back home and gives up, which just leaves us with 2 characters now. So we're gonna still keep going here. plugging along. Doesn't really change too much, just having two characters. Especially in this cave, considering this cave is really, really easy. I mean, you can see the damage that it takes down. The enemies here take down like one each. Let's see about his special. But it's got some really quirky specials for each one of the characters. As you get on in the game, it becomes even more funny with the different characters that you wind up getting in your party. That was a critical hit there. You can hear what it kind of cracks like thunder, and then there's a red slash in there. But trying to get as far as we can right now. Here we've got our power obi, or like our power belt here, and go into our menu and equip it for our main character. You'll be able to see down here, right up at the top there, you can see it goes from 60 to 71, so it'll increase our strength there. So we'll back out. But in this cave, he's apparently, according to the game, he's tried a few times, but each time he keeps losing to try and become the Fire King, or the Fire Hero, the Fire Wielding Master, whatever you want to call him. So here we are again, trying once more. But there are a lot of battles here that just take place. Which is what kind of hinders the progress here. Oh, and this is where your second friend realizes that he's too scared to go any further than this, so he kind of leaves you on your own. Like I said, such good friends. So it's all up to you now to try and see what you can do. So we're going to go on ahead here. And this is the part where we have our first encounter, our first experience. Like I said, this is like either one of the wise men or whatnot, but he thinks that you're completely stupid for trying to challenge him several times. But he says like, okay, you know, just keep bringing it on, and here we go. It's got some interesting music to it, so you notice it's not like really kind of creepy music, it's just fun-loving stuff. Now he does have a special move which he'll use sometimes, which is this, and this will take down some hits. So what you gotta do is, from time to time, you gotta make sure that you replenish yourself, or you will lose. And that's not the purpose of this one. The purpose of this is to defeat him. And once you do defeat him, his silhouette will kind of become like a dark black. And that'll show you that you've defeated him. Right now we don't have any magic abilities, so let's say I'll hit him again. There we go. Now you can see he's turned dark. And we've got a bunch of experience points. We jumped up a level 7. And here's where he just can't believe that he got beaten. And he basically says that you are the chosen one. You're the one who will become the fire-wielding hero. And because of your strength, it's like flowing through your blood. He will give you something to help you along your way, along on your quest, which is the ability to launch out fire as your special ability. So, yeah, with this power here, it'll allow you to, anytime you hit with it, it'll hit 2 times. So, it's quite nice. And he also refills your power here, so to allow you to get back through the stage, or to get out of this one. And this one you can save here if you want to. And so we've saved at this point. And now we can get out of here. And we still have to fight our way out, but it's 10 times easier now because if we want to, we can use our special ability now. And it hits twice, so... But since he is so strong here, it doesn't even matter. I mean, just 1 or 2 hits, and he can destroy most of the enemies in this stage. Especially if he gets a direct hit. But we're going to try and cruise out of here, just so I can show you guys some progression in the storyline. Because it does get better, and... There are several commands here that I'm not able to show you just in this game right now, but like I said, by pressing the left or the right trigger here, or bumper, you can go into different commands. There's not really a whole lot of time. We're already 16 minutes into it. So a lot of things that could get explained, but I just don't have the time to do right now. But it's a fantastic game. If it ever does get a translation done for it in full, I think it'll be fantastic. And I think a really enjoyable experience for many people. But nonetheless, just want to give you guys a bit of a long look at what Tengai Makyo ZERO, or Far East of Eden ZERO, looks like here for the Super Famicom. And it's an awesome, really, really awesome game. What's nice about it too is it doesn't incorporate too much kanji, except for the main action, like the main action options here. So even those people who are studying Japanese, maybe just trying to pick up a Japanese game for the first time, it does have a lot of hiragana and katakana in it, so just knowing the words that are in there make it a little bit trickier. Alright. So we should be kind of getting close to the exit of our game. Let's see if we can get out of here really quickly. Because I think my camera might only go to about 26 minutes, 27 minutes. But at least you'll get a chance to get a better in-depth look of the game. Let's get out of here. There we go. And this is where plot starts to unfold even deeper. You'll notice now that it's snowing. And the reason why it's snowing is because the Ice Demon, or the Ice Lord, has taken over the village and has frozen all of the people. So since Higan is the only one who's strong enough, or the only one who's still not frozen, he has to take care of the problem. Some people are like, help me! And even the girls like here too, they're, Higan, help! So this is our chance to fight the Ice Demon. And the person there is your grandfather, who's kind of pushed you so hard to become the fire-wielding master. And your grandfather's quite strong, even against the Ice Demon here. But the Ice Demon thinks that he's number one. So and the game has a lot of murder and like killing going on in it. So your grandfather's just too strong. So he has the fire soul. And good old Higan's just kind of hanging out, watching. But because of that, grandfather says, like, Higan, watch out, and the grandfather gets killed. So the thing is, the grandfather held the spirit of the fire hero, whatnot, And because of this, when he died, or as he's almost dead, that fire spirit will become part of you after you defeat this guy here. So we're gonna have to fight him. He just laughs. So, ha 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 ha. But he can do the same thing. And now it's on to fight the Ice Demon. Luckily we have our special ability now, so the Ice Demon here will launch out his special weapon or his special ability as well. You get more damage with the special weapon than you do with the regular weapon. His special attack here. Which takes out some pretty good damage. Nonetheless, just want to give you guys a long look at the game here. And fantastic game. If you have the ability, or you have... let's go back here. The kind of challenging spirit to give this a shot in Japanese, I'd totally recommend it. But it's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. Get him killed here soon. This should be a final blow here. Still going. There we go. So we haven't completely defeated him. We've basically defeated him now in this current situation, but this is the Fire Soul that has basically chosen Higan now. And Higan will be the now Fire Master, the Fire Hero. Our Ice Demon will go back to his area, and he said if you're strong enough to challenge me, then you can come and challenge me on my own home turf. And he disappears. So now here's a bit of a backstory, and can go talk to his grandfather. And his grandfather is basically dying, but telling him that he's become the Fire King. The legendary fire has basically chosen him, or the Eternal Flame here has chosen Higan, and basically it's his destiny to become the king of this country and to save it from all of the problems that have happened, save it from the demons here. And basically talks about how his mother and his family, everything, were born in this area, and this is where he needs to go, and this is what he needs to do for his destiny. So his grandfather gives him it's a power bracelet, and that power bracelet will also increase your stats. It'll help you along the way to allow you to fight, get better in battle. And then your grandfather dies. So, lots of death, lots of dying, lots of stabbing. The intro to the game is quite cool. If you have a chance, you can take a look at that. The actual introduction when you first start playing the game is quite cool. Watching the evil prince release the dragon. So now throughout the game, before, when you were younger, since you were 12 years old, you could never go outside because you weren't a man enough. But now, since you've become a man, you can go outside, and it's your quest to become the hero that you are. So you have to go to the Fire Palace, I believe, or so you have to go to the north. But let's see here. Can add one more. This is the one your grandfather left you, which brings your stats up to 90. And we'll go outside and just fight just a little bit here. Now, it's one thing, this place is huge. If you class this as Higuma no Kokoku, which is like the fire bear country, you'll notice this is the map, and that small dot is you. It's huge in this area, but you can still run around in the main map and run into enemies here, but these enemies are quite strong, so if they get a strong enough hit on you, they will destroy you, so you gotta be careful. But nonetheless, if you guys stuck on this long, then awesome. Just wanted to share with you a look at what the game looks like here, and let's see. The game in action. And it's